In this lesson, you will learn more about the relationship between multiplication and division. Let's understand the relationship between these two operations before we try solving any problems. Multiplying means finding the total. If you know the number of groups and the number in each group, you multiply the numbers together to find the total in all. For example, 5 groups with 6 objects in each group, is a total of 30 objects in all. Division is the reverse of multiplication, and let me show you what I mean. There are 2 different ways you can think about the division sentence. Let me talk about the first one. If you know the total and you divide it by the number of groups, you can find the number in each group. Working with the same numbers, if you have 30 in all, and you want to divide that into 5 groups, each group has 6 objects. You could also think of division as the total divided by the number in each group to find the number of groups. So the division sentence here would be 30 divided such that each group has 6 objects, and you can make 5 equal groups this way. The equations that I've written here in blue, these are all related. And they're related because they use the same numbers. And you kind of got a feel for that when I said 5 groups with 6 in each group is a total of 30. And then when you went to the division problems, you were breaking 30 down either into the number of groups or the number in each group. So this is the relationship between multiplication and division. Now let's try solving some problems using this information. Use related multiplication and division sentences to find the missing number. 11 times 5 equals blank. Now instead of just multiplying 11 times 5 to find the answer, let's try and use a related division sentence such that we can get to the answer. First, remember what multiplication means. If you know the number of groups and the number in each group, you multiply to find the total. In this problem, the number of groups is 11. The number in each group is 5. Now, let's write the related division sentence for this problem. Again, there are 2 ways you can think about the division sentence. You can divide the total by the number of groups to find the number in each group. Let's write that out. The total is the number we're trying to find. The number of groups is 11, and the number in each group is 5. Or you can divide the total, which again we're trying to find, by the number in each group, which is 5, to find the number of groups, 11. So now, which number divided by 11 equals 5? Or which number divided by 5 equals 11? The answer is 55. 55 divided by 11 equals 5, and 55 divided by 5 equals 11. So the missing number here is 55. And we found that using a related division fact. Let's try another problem together. 20 divided by 5 equals blank. First, let's write the division sentence for this problem. And I'm just going to pick one way for the sake of time. The total divided by the number of groups equals the number in each group. So in this problem, the total is 20, and that's being divided into 5 groups, and you're trying to find how many are in each group. Now, let's write the related multiplication sentence. The number of groups times the number in each group equals the total. So let's fill in the numbers. The number of groups, we know, is 5. And the number in each group is the number we're trying to find, and the total is 20. Now think to yourself, what number times 5 equals 20? The answer is 4. 5 times 4 equals 20, which means that 20 divided by 5 equals 4. In this lesson, you have learned how to relate multiplication and division to find the product and quotient. Happy solving!